morning, everybody, and welcome back for another weekly energy forecast. It's a day late, but here we are. Okay, so let's pull a card for the beginning of this week. Let's see what energetic weather is here for us this week. Let's see what pops out. Okay, what energetic weather do we have for the beginning of this week? Had a feeling this would come up. Okay, so if you look at this card, right, this lady's got a lot going for her. She's got the world at her feet. She's got a map there, but she's looking out the window and wondering, what's next? Now, I've been feeling this energy a lot. I don't know about you, but over the last maybe couple of weeks, right, we've all been feeling a little bit like between worlds, I want to say. It's like we're neither where we were, and we're not where we want to be yet. It's like we're in this in-between, okay? And I'm hearing the word assessing. So now is the perfect time to assess. Where have you been? Where are you now? And where do you want to be? And that takes time. So if a lot of us are feeling indecisive, and this is about big things. These are about life-changing things, okay? This is not about, well, what do I want to wear today? This is about big things. Are we immigrating? Are we buying a new house? Are we getting a new job? Are we changing career? Are we starting a new relationship? We don't know, okay? So we need the time to kind of assess and decide, right? Take your time with this. There's no, I'm hearing Spirit say there's no deadline. Take your time, okay? Be patient with yourself and be patient with the flow of life. Okay. Let's get some elaboration now from the angels and ancestors for the beginning of this week. What guidance is here? But with that, there's also this feeling of something good is coming. It's like you can feel it in the air. It's like something big, something good is coming, but we don't know what it is yet. Okay? I'm hearing this, be in delicious anticipation of the good that is coming your way now. Okay, let's get some elaboration now. What do the angels and ancestors have to say for the beginning of this week? Shift your perception. You can't make this up. Okay, I'm also hearing watch your mindset. Okay, so even if you're like, well, I don't know where I'm going, I don't know what I want, I don't even know what I'm supposed to want, I don't know. Don't be tempted to perceive it as, oh, well, you know, it's all going wrong and blah, blah. Have a positive expectation. Shift your perception to, well, I'm in a bit of a no man's land here. I know something big, something good is about to happen, and I'm excited, okay? Be excited because I'm feeling, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling this like something good is coming, but I don't know what it is, okay? Be excited, right? Shift your perception. Perception is everything, because remember, everything in life is neutral until we attach meaning to it. And the meaning that we attach to our perception is what determines whether we suffer or not. Okay? All right. Let's pull a card now from the Starseed Oracle for the beginning of this week about this no man's land, this in-between, this indecisiveness, this uncertainty. What do we need to know about this energy, please, for the beginning of this week? This one. Trust the timing. It says, trust the timing, trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. I was just saying that, okay? We have all the time in the world, everything in good time. Patience is key. Be patient with yourself. Be patient. It's all good. And I'm hearing Spirit say that what's next or where we're going or whatever doesn't need interference from us. Now, this message sounds familiar. I think this came up last week as well, where there's this feeling of all the good that's coming your way now, okay, the new big changes, the new beginnings, is you set that intention a while ago already, okay? And so you've already set it in motion. All you need to do is hold the sense of excitement and excited anticipation and be a willing and open receiver for the good that's trying to come to you now. Interesting. let's see, what do we have now for the middle of this week? What energetic weather is here for us for the middle of this week? We've got the King of Pentacles. Now, this card speaks of stability, security, structure, groundedness, practicality, okay? And also leadership, right? So no matter what's going on in your life, be the leader, be practical, be grounded in your approach, right? I'm hearing keep one foot on the ground and one hand in the sky, okay? So in other words, you're connected to source, to your angels, your guides, to spirit, but you're keeping one foot on the ground and you're staying practical about everything, okay? This card also speaks about prosperity and abundance and how we create prosperity and abundance in the first place. And I'm hearing a shift here, a leveling up of sorts. So in the middle of this week, we might have this energy of, no man, I deserve better. I deserve better working conditions. I deserve to earn more. I deserve better. And just understanding that you deserve better, that is now a belief, a new belief. And how we believe is how we act. And how we act and how we show up in the world determines our worth, essentially. So expect to see some shifts around self-worth and a leveling up of this in the middle of this week. All right, let's see now. Let's get some wisdom from the angels and ancestors for us for the middle of this week. What do we need to know? We need to know, winter, take care of your needs. This is part of knowing your worth. You know, when you know your worth, when you know your value, you handle yourself better. So, and part of that is taking care of your own needs, right? Because at the end of the day, if you're a grown-up and if you're an adult, nobody can take better care of you than your own self, okay? So be sure to prioritize your well-being in the middle of this week. Are you eating well? Are you sleeping well? What are you doing that nourishes yourself? That message has been coming up a lot, actually, over the last, I want to say, a month to 2 months. Okay, amazing. Let's get some elaboration now from the Starseed Oracle. What do we need to know in the middle of this week, please? What do we need to know? This one. Breath of the cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. So, and isn't this human nature? You know, whenever life is not really going the way we'd like, we're feeling discomfort. Don't we then become demanding? You know, we tell God, source, universe, creator, the spirits that be, this is what I want, this is how it needs to show up, and this is how this is when it needs to show up as well, okay? Trust, okay? Trust the timing. You've got all the time in the world, okay, on this journey that we're on, okay, this new world that we're in, this new age of Aquarius. Take your time, be an explorer, right? And all the while, right, is to trust in the divine. The divine know what they're doing, okay? Because the divine has a much broader perspective and the divine knows us more than what we know ourselves, okay? So trust in the timing and don't tell God how to do things, okay? All right, let's see, what do we have now for Friday and the weekend? What energetic weather is here for us? For Friday and the weekend, we have got the Hermit. We're needing some quiet here, okay? Now notice she's sitting all by herself on the top of this, what looks like a mountain. And because she's sitting by herself, she's got all this enlightenment. But what sticks out for me is the steps, the journey to the top, okay? So in other words, on your journey, it is advisable every now and again to pause, to regroup, to meditate, to connect with source, whatever connecting looks like to you. Make the time for that, because when you make the time for that, then you get a lot of clarity, okay? So a little bit of time out, but I'm also hearing time out is also a form of self-care as well, okay? The world is very noisy at the moment. Look, it's always noisy, but it just feels like it's noisier right now. There's a lot of activity. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of opinions flying around. It's noisy and it's busy. Make time for peace and quiet so that you can be tuned into yourself and tuned in and connected to source. Okay, let's get some elaboration now from the angels and ancestors. Now with that first card, the Hermit card, I'm hearing do what's right for you. The world is noisy. People are saying this and that. You should be this and that. Society is telling you to do this and that. When you're quiet, when you've got time to regroup, then you're very clear on what your soul wants and needs. And what your soul wants and needs by default is always right for you. Okay, you got what it takes, I'm hearing. Okay, what do we need to know from the angels and ancestors? Take time to reflect. Cannot make this up. Okay, that's exactly what she's doing here in the Hermit card. She's taking that quiet time to pause, to reflect, to regroup, so that she can have clarity. So in all this confusion, the loudness, the noisiness, take time for yourself. That's a very strong message. All right, let's take a card now from the Starseed Oracle. And let's see what is here for us now for Friday and the weekend. We have the Courageous Peony. Multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. How beautiful. So in other words, in this period, Friday and the weekend of quiet time, solitude, time out, reflecting on who we are, who we've been, and who we want to still be, in that process a blossoming is going to happen. Okay, so throughout this weekend, you might realize there's parts of yourself that you dismissed before. Maybe there's some talents that you have that you didn't know were even there before. So on the other side of this reflection, we're going to come out the newer, better 2.1 version of yourself. Okay, let it be seen. Now is not a time for hiding and for shrinking. Okay, all right. This feels like a very internal, very quiet week. Not very eventful. Nothing major happening this week. Thank God for that. Okay, a little bit of peace is nice. And they're calling it integrating. They're saying for the next week or two, we'll be integrating a lot of who we really are in the new energy that's out there in this new age of Aquarius. And I'm hearing acclimatizing. Okay, so it's a very internal week, right? Okay, now let's see, what do we need to surrender this week in order to have the best week possible? What do we need to surrender this week, please, in order to have the best week possible? What do we need to surrender? We need to surrender to prayer. Give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you'll be heard throughout the universe, and answers and support will arrive. Okay? So don't be looking out there and listening to what society's telling you to do this, go there, do that, think like that, make this decision. Come home to yourself, because that's where the source of all that is resides. Okay? Connect to your true self, which is always a part of source. There's no separation. Okay? So when you're feeling overwhelmed, when you're not sure, just connect, find that peace, find that calm, find your center, and you'll soon enough know what action you need to take next, or what you need to do to align you with the new life that is now integrating into a part of you. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, I hope that makes sense. A beautiful card. Look at her touching the light, right? It kind of ties in with this card here, the Hermit, going within, silence, prayer, meditation. I'm also hearing connect with nature. Nature is your friend. Nature is so grounding and comforting. And if you look at nature, nature's always calm, unless, of course, there's a tornado, which is a different story. But connecting with nature right now is very beneficial. And I'm also hearing the element of water. So if you can go for a swim, have a nice salt bath, or just be outside where there is a body of nature and let that soothe you, right? Very grounding and soothing nature. Okay, what do we need now? Gateway of Light Activation. Let's pull 2 cards from the Gateway of Light Activation. And let's see what our souls are up to this week, seeing as it's quite an internal week. Let's see. What do we need to know about this week, please? This one. Let's give it another shuffle. What else do we need to know about this week? This one grabs my attention. Okay, let's have a look. See, the first one, Solar Light Upgrade. Solar Plexus Chakra, Inner Fire, Willpower. That's the first one. Again, all this light. Okay, let's have a look and see. What does this card have to say? Solar Light Upgrade. Okay, the message of this card, it says, the light of the great central sun is shining on you, activating you to push onward and create. This is a perfect time to move forward with projects, goals, and intentions. Align your energy with whatever you are ready to create and experience. Focus on what you are ready to grow and where you are ready to expand. As you focus your goals, you are giving them energetic encouragement to flourish and open, like the warm summer sun kissing the ground, encouraging the flowers to grow and bloom. That sunlight has arrived. It's here in you now. And this is exactly what we're needing to connect to, is that inner light, that inner source, which is God's source, creator, universe that is within us. That light is getting louder and brighter, and we need to connect with that now, which is exactly why I'm being drawn back to the Hermit again. Okay? So if you're feeling lost, uncertain, you're really not sure where on God's green earth you're supposed to be going, quiet. There's no need to rush. Okay? Connect. The next one, Orion Activation, Supernova, Recreation, Renewal, Rebirthed by Light. You cannot make this up. This is exactly what we were talking about just now. We are flourishing, we are blossoming. This is an internal week, okay? Nothing major happening on the outside. We're needing to reconnect with ourselves, because ourselves is where God's source creator resides. Okay, Orion Activation. Let's see. I don't think we've ever had this card before, actually. Okay, let's see. The message of this card says, all your fears and setbacks are being stripped from your energy now. We've been doing this for a while, okay? It is essential for your old ways of being to fall away and for you to go through a process of renewal in order to move forward. The old stories of your life aren't yours to live out or live up to. You are far greater than these limiting experiences. The beings of Orion are surrounding you now, and they see you as one of them. Someone who has been born with the knowledge that they can live with great purpose and make a real difference in the world, whether on a global scale or in your particular corner of the planet. When you draw this card, you are being reminded that you have infinite star potential. You are so much more than you realize. And in order for you to realize that now this week, you got to be going within. You got to be grounding yourself. You got to be connecting with who you are in connection with source energy, which is one and the same. We are not separate. Okay. So I love this. Now, what I'm hearing Spirit say, as much as this week is very internal, nothing really dramatic going on. So in other words, don't mistake an undramatic external week for a weak one, okay? This is indeed a powerful week. It's powerful every week, to be fair, but it feels like this week holds a little extra magic because we are recalibrating. We are stepping into the next best version of ourselves. And this is not an overnight process. And in this week, a lot of us are going to realize more of our potential. And as we realize more of our potential, our tastes are going to be changing even further. For example, that home, that job, that relationship, that friend, that whatever that we used to enjoy, that we used to like, our taste is changing. So we're either going to let those things go, or we're going to be letting go of a dynamic within those things. Okay, so this is amazing. It just feels like we're moving forward now and nothing can stop it. It's like the obstacles that were once holding us back are just not there anymore. And the obstacles that were holding us back in the first place were all here. They were all programming, okay? Any belief we have by nature is a limit, right? Letting go of those limiting beliefs. That's why we were so triggered. Whenever we intensely triggered, it's touching on a belief that doesn't serve us anymore. So as we're releasing and letting go of those negative beliefs or programming, there's now nothing stopping the good stuff. The stuff we really want, even the stuff we didn't know that we wanted, that is now starting to come in and come through. Okay, now I'm hearing this light upgrade thing again. Now this speaks of astrological events. I'm hearing Sirius, something Sirius, some sort of gateway, portal. So they show me 12/12, 12th of December, and then they show me solstice, which is another gateway. So these two are quite pivotal. So you may notice wishes, good things coming about around those dates. Okay, actually, let me know what happens. Okay, 12/12, 2 days before, 2 days after, and then the solstice, which I think is the 21st. Notice the 12 and the 21, ones and twos, binary. No, that's not binary code, but you know what I mean. Okay, so just make note of it. 12th December and 21st December, 2 days before, 2 days after. If any sort of blessing occurs around there, let me know. I'll be interested to hear what they are. So there you go, everyone. I hope that has helped, right? And sending you all so much love, and thank you once again for being here and for liking and sharing and subscribing and all the things that we all do on social media. Thank you so much. Sending you all so much love. Have a beautiful week. Take care. Bye.